Okay, Maddie, you were live on BBC Look East yesterday and featuring all the local papers today. So what's it like to be a star, and what have your family and friends made of it all?
I think they're really proud, obviously. I mean, I didn't expect it to happen, so it's a bit of a shock, but it's all right, yeah.
And at the moment you're the toast of Suffolk this weekend, but you're an East London girl and you came through the Essex Regional Training Centre. So could you tell us a little bit about how you got into football and how you ended up playing for Ipswich?
I think I started off playing for a boys' team because there obviously wasn't many girls' teams around, and then I think just started going for like trials at places, and it just kind of went on from there really. And then obviously at Essex RTC, and then when it finished, I came here.
And you joined the under-21 programme this summer, so did you really believe you'd break into the first team so quickly, and how much did having the likes of Paige Peake and Sophie Pescott coming through the same pathway help you?
I don't think I'd play first team at all this season, to be honest. I thought it'd just be 21s, and obviously with Paige and Sophie who I played with for about 3 or 4 years, it obviously helped having them around as well.
And you're a 16-year-old in your first full season, so sometimes you're playing against women twice your age. Has anybody ever tried to intimidate you, either physically or verbally?
I think, obviously, because playing against older women, they're more experienced, so they know how to get into your heads a bit more. But I think, we all just try and keep our cool and just play the game, really.
And you've already been part of the England squads at under 15 level. So have you ever been to St George's Parks or mixed with any of the senior squad? And is it your ambition to one day represent the Lionesses, perhaps even on home soil in 2021?
Yeah, I've been to St George's a couple of times, and I think I've met Phil Neville once. But it'd be nice, to get back in it and hopefully play, yeah.
And you scored your first Ipswich senior goal after coming on as a substitute in September's Old Farm derby against Norwich in front of 761 fans. Can you describe what it felt like when that ball hit the net back of the net?
It was an amazing feeling, obviously. To score against Norwich is even better. But just to, start off the scoring campaign, it was good, yeah.
And last week I spoke to the Tractor Girls on tour who've followed you throughout this season. Some of them left at 6:30 on Sunday morning to get to the FA Cup fourth round match in Huddersfield. Have you got to know any of them this season, and how much could you hear their support in such a big stadium?
Not personally, I've never met any of them, but they really helped to keep us going in there, build the atmosphere when we're playing. I feel so.
And looking back to the match on Sunday, your 3 goals were all very different. The first seemed to be about your pace. You seemed second favourite for the ball, so were you surprised that it fell to you?
Yeah, I didn't think it'd fall at all, to be honest. I just pressed the keeper and I wasn't sure what she'd like, so I just carried on going and it just fell to me and, put it in.
The second was about your movement, darting in front of the defender at the last minute. Is that something you practice?
Not really. There was a lot of space when we were attacking because I had 3 at the back. And there was obviously 3 of us there. It just seemed to fall to me, really.
And finally, the third, you played in by Natasha Thomas, and you showed great composure to clip the ball home. In that position, do you always know what you're going to do, or do you wait for the keeper to commit themselves?
Not really, no. I'm always worse when I have too much time to think about it. It's normally instinctive, so I just had a couple of seconds and just did what felt right, really.
And now you've been drawn away to Manchester City, and should you start, you'll be directly facing the England captain, Steph Houghton. Have you ever met her, and what do you think? Do you think you have the qualities to cause her problems?
Never met her, no, but I think as a team that obviously there's lots of experienced players in that team, so I think we'll give them a good go and try and do our best, really.
And for some of the older members of your team, like your captain Amanda Crump, they grew up in a time when it was difficult to watch women's football. So a lot of their footballing heroes were men. As a millennial born in this century, do you feel that things are different now? Are your role models female players, or do you still predominantly watch the men's game?
I think, since the World Cup last summer, I think obviously more women are becoming idols. Some of the girls here love Lucy Bronze, so I think we are starting to look up to them more, yeah.